Bobby Moore of England, Cohen, Ball, Banks, Wilson, Hurst, Charlton, Bobby Charlton, Peters, Stiles and Jackie Charlton bringing up the rear. And West Germany captained by Uwe Seeler, who 12 years ago made his debut on this very ground for West Germany when he was just 18. And at that time, West Germany were the world champions, having won the World Cup in 1954. They were fourth in 1958. England never before have got past the quarter-final stage. And before the play begins, the rival supporters having a chanting, shouting and singing match with each other. Bobby Moore, the England captain. Cohen, number 2. You see the familiar bowling figure of Bobby Charlton and bringing up the rear the tall, gangling figure. Here he is of Jackie Charlton. England have 2 brothers in their World Cup final team, just as West Germany had in 1954 when Fritz and Ottmar Walter played for West Germany. Her Majesty arrives in the royal box. Her Majesty the Queen with Sir Stanley Rouse, the President of FIFA, behind her. His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, behind Sir Stanley Rouse. Mr. Harold Wilson, the Prime Minister on the extreme left. Lord Howard, the President of the Football Association. Thousands of German supporters salute their team. The band of Her Majesty's Royal Marines Portsmouth Group leave the arena, and any moment now the World Cup final will begin. This is the German side. Number 5 is Schultz, one of the greatest defenders in football today. Bobby Moore, captain of England. Usual exchange of banners. A toss-up which could be vital. Ziggy Hell, one of the great strikers in the German side. Haller, number 8, plays in Italy. There, England will have to watch. England team, their unfamiliar dark shirts, have never been beaten in a football match by West Germany. There's Jackie Charlton, number 5. Bobby Charlton, his brother. Let's hope Nobby Stiles is going to have trouble with his boots all afternoon. The Iron Man of England, number 6, Moore, the captain. Wife spotted in the crowd. Gordon Banks, surely the greatest goalkeeper in the world. England goalkeeper.
The rain has stopped. The excitement is intense. The ground in many places is soft, but the 1966 World Cup final is underway. The ground is at its softest. The goal mouth to our left. There's sink. Good 2 or 3 inches there. Kick to England going to be taken by Wilson. Hurst now to Charlton. Now Peters. It is Charlton just slipped in. Here comes Stiles, maybe a crack. There's Beckenbauer, this elegant midfield player. Peters. Peters, number 16, tremendous development during this competition by Peters. Schnellinger, German left back. Schultz, tremendous sweeper up the Germans have got. Emmerich. Oh, chance! Chance fell to Helt. Incidentally, if this competition is not to become the most defensive-minded, 7 goals have got to be produced in this final. That would give the same average of goals per game as 1962. Emmerich to Helt. I warned you about that ground at that end. Up to Hurst. Number 7 is ball. It's going to take some time for the players to get used to the pace of this pitch. Now it's had a soaking for 48 hours. Number 11, Emmerich. Sailor. Ray Wilson must have slid a good 10 yards then. Haller with the throw. Schnellinger. It's Charlton. Höpke is the man who didn't play in the semi-final. Up comes Stiles. Good bit of thinking by Stiles. Hunt. Strong German defence. They're very quick to come back and cover. Haller to Zähler. He's got Helt on his left. This is Helt. 1 and 2, 4, 5 men covering Banks. Back to Emmerich. And that was the wrong foot for Mr. Emmerich. Top goal scorer in Germany last season. Emmerich comes from Borussia Dortmund. Moore, notice the Germans not willing to tackle in midfield. Five minutes gone, no score. Ball. It goes to Schultz. Styles making a lot of room for himself in this match. See Moore covering Jack Charlton. There's Peters. Moore calling for it. This is Moore. Again, Styles taking up good position. See the role of Schultz, who sweeps up anything that gets through that back line. Hooked to Beckenbauer. It's Charlton ball, and now Styles moves forward. This is Styles, number 4. Jack Charlton to Zähler. 4 German forwards up. Corner. That's Uwe Zähler. Most experienced player. Was thought at one time he would miss this competition because of bad leg injury, but he's all right now. Haller with the corner for West Germany. Charlton to Hunt, and Hurst moving up, and so too Styles again, and in goes Hunt. Charlton, Bobby Charlton, Hurst, Cohen, and the goalkeeper's flat out injured, and Ball gave away a free kick, pushing. Tchaikovsky, all right. Obviously a bang in the face. Probably saying to himself, well, I heard Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay was here, but I didn't think he was on the field. So it's a free kick to West Germany. It's Oberrat. Jack Charlton. And up comes Peters. Here's Peters. Great save by Tchaikovsky. The Germans, 10 minutes gone, no score. The Germans have been called the greatest actors since Martin Harvey, but obviously Mr. Dienst isn't going to have any nonsense from him. Free kick to West Germany. Mr. Dienst, without doubt, one of the greatest referees on the FIFA list. Beckenbauer is going to take this one. The England defence was solid enough. All 11 of them coming back. Right. Ball with Bobby Charlton breaking on the left. Hurst inside, and Hunt right down the middle. And now Peters coming up. This is Peters. The way things are going at the moment, but both teams still doing a lot of sparring. And Wilson penalised. taking Zayler's ankles. Haller to Zayler. Schnellinger now to Helt, number 10. Who was the better? To Haller, a goal! West Germany have scored. 12 minutes gone. Helmut Haller has put West Germany in the lead. English hearts now have slumped. Let me tell them that this is the 4th World Cup final I've seen, and in the previous 3, the team that scored first lost. Bobby Charlton, number 9. Overat. Haller, the goal scorer. Now got 5 in the competition. Zayler. Helt streaming with the ball on the left wing. And he's got it. There's Schultz. Now Peters. Cohen tried to make a break then, but Helt went with him. There's Cohen. Number 21. Hunt. Joint top scorer for England in the competition with Bobby Charlton. West Germany never beaten England. Schnellinger, number 3. Beckenbauer. There's Haller. Fouled by Styles. Another quick free kick, as always in this World Cup. Bobby Charlton. Weber keeping a very close watch on Hunt. West Germany lead England 1-0. Again, this man Schultz, always there, but if anything gets through. These two countries met 7 times previously. England have won 6, and in 1930 the teams drew 3-3 in Berlin. Here's Cohen. And was trying to glance that one to Peters. Throw to England. The Germans very strong defence. A strong physical team. Haller coming across to take it. Haller plays for Bologna, now got 5 goals in the competition. He needs another 4 to equal Eusebio. Overath. Ball coming away and tripped by Overath. And England take the quick free kick. And up comes Wilson. Bobby Charlton. That is number 21, Hunt, with Weber close to him all the time. There's Tarkowski, the Cristiano goalkeeper. Well, the German supporters making all the noise at the moment. Bobby Charlton. Now, Moore moving up with the attack. And brought down by Overath. Moore with a free kick. In goes! It's an equaliser!
Okay, that was a brilliant piece of football there by Bobby Moore. He looked up and he saw that the Germans had momentarily gone flat across the penalty area. And he flighted it, of course, to his own home club player, who must always be looking for this type of cross when Bobby Moore's in possession. And there he is. It's put England back on level terms now.
Last Saturday, Geoff Hurst got that vital goal which knocked out Argentina. Now he's got a vital goal which has put England back into this game. 18 minutes gone, it's 1 goal each. Now it's bubbling. England were beginning to look a wee bit down. Now they're all looking 10 feet tall. And Schnellinger and Ball so close together, they both bundled down on the floor with the ball nowhere near them. Well, the Whites go marching in now, coming from the terraces. And of course they change it now to when the Reds go marching in, of course, temporarily for this match. Held. Maybe did well to get himself out of trouble then. Here's Overath. 20 minutes gone, 1 goal each, and notice number 3, Schnellinger. He's now beginning to move up in the attack, and I don't think that's just that he's following ball. He's quite an attacking player when he wants to be. Haller. Moore out of play, throw to West Germany. A ball, and Peters is racing up, screaming and waving his arms for the ball. There's the powerful Schultz. Haller now to Held. In comes Schnellinger. And elbowing by Zähler, free kick to England. Gordon Banks playing his 6th World Cup match. Only 2 goals have been scored against him. Well, Wayne Peters on Overart. And I think he's going to get his name taken. Yes, Peters has his name taken by Mr. Dingst. Stellinger to take the free kick for West Germany. Saylor's tremendous header of the ball. He's a little stocky chap, but my goodness, he can get up. Yes, Saylor. Number 9, Bobby Charlton. And here comes Cohen. George Cohen probably gets some shooting practice in before he starts the English season, which begins 3 weeks today, by the way. We're getting everything this afternoon. The sun has now come out. Zela. Oh, offside. Haller. Zela keeps moving around. Now you can see how the Germans are playing with Beckenbauer going forward to add to the attack. Now Moore. Here comes Styles. This is Haller. Now Beckenbauer moving forward again. This is Emmerich. There's Beckenbauer approaching him. This is Helt. Emmerich going into the middle. What's Saylor?
I think it's interesting to note this Zela, number 9 there, Ken. He times his jump so perfectly. He goes up a fraction sooner than the defending players like Tommy Lawton used to. And it means he's up in position before the defending players can get off the floor, which makes it impossible for them to get at the ball.
"20 minutes from half-time, 1 goal each, and a foul by Höttges on Hurst. Another good quick free kick. Styles. Out to Ball. Bobby Charlton. Nearly swerved away from Tulkowski. There's Bobby Charlton. A lot of England's hopes rest on him this afternoon. You see, as Wally Barnes was saying, how Zela was up long before Bobby Moore. This is Beckenbauer. One of the star players of the tournament. Zela. And comes Haller. Haller very quick to see the half chance. He's giving Ray Wilson a bit of a worrying time. Good football by the Germans. Emmerich. And a foul. The referee says that was a sandwich between Cohen and Jack Charlton.
I really can't quite understand what Mr. Dintz has given that for, Ken, because Jackie Charlton played the ball first and Emmerich went into him. I don't see that decision at all.
Obviously his signals, well, he seemed to be accusing them of sandwiching the player. Oh, that's a lucky one from Snellinger. This is Hunt now to Hurst. That's Ball going on the left. This is Ball. Hunt. And more coming up. Hurst, and he's got a pushing to get extra height then. Free kick to West Germany. There's Geoff Hurst. Charlton. It's Beckenbauer with him, and in moves Hunt. Corner to England. It's Hunt 21, being shadowed everywhere by number 6, Weber. Ball to take the corner for England. Emmerich played purely and simply for his shooting powers. Beckenbauer. Notice Zayler has fallen back to cover Wilson as Wilson's gone forward. Styles. Germans have pulled 10 men back in defence now. Only Emmerich, who's not back there. Moore.
It's not a bad idea, Ken, for Bobby Moore and the occasional defender to come forward and have a crack with the ground as skiddy as it is. It'll come off at a tremendous pace, and Tulkowski in goal isn't all that good at anticipation off this slippery surface.
One goal each. This is Weber. Zayler. England's turn to start packing and covering the defence now. They've got 9 men back. Haller. Overat going square of him. This is Overat, number 12. Oh, Schnellinger seemed to be half asleep then. And Helt. Oh, he's given the other way. I'd have thought it was Helt who was fouling Ball. Anyway, it's a free kick given to West Germany, going to be taken by Schnellinger. Forward off the ball well then to get Wilson out of trouble. This is Helt. Emmerich on his left. Now this is Ball and Styles coming up squarely. Hunt. Styles gone down the left wing. Now this is with a ball, and here comes Styles. So far, England haven't floated across any of those high centres that Tulkowski doesn't like. Whether he doesn't like them, whether you put them over with a kick or with a header.
Schultz is saying, in actual fact, to Styles that it hit Styles, and that's perfectly true. It did hit Styles on the way off for a throw-in, really, to West Germany. No doubt about that one.
This was Beckenbauer. So far we've seen no danger from him bursting through. Emmerich up the sailor again. Now ball. Number 10 is Hurst, and there's Styles again moving up to provide an extra attacker now than Charlton. Beckenbauer spent all his time following Charlton, who's more a defensive player than he normally is. And out goes Hurst! And there's ball!
That was the hard shot along the floor that I was mentioning to you about the ball skidding off. He never really controlled that ball. He should have done, but he is suspect with these balls.
Now then, up comes Moore. That was Sailor back in defence. Now England could well have this German defence a bit jittery. Seeing the goalkeeper started to misfield the ball. Feature of this. Oh, a lovely one from Holt to Emmerich. Perhaps on a normal day, Emmerich might have made that one, but the turf is very fast and very soft up at that end. The feature of this World Cup, I think, has been the very bad goalkeeping. I think Gordon Banks is one of the really good goalkeepers. Yashin, the Uruguayan goalkeeper, and Iribar of Spain. And that's just about it, I think. Now it's Styles to Peters. Charlton. Peters to run on to, not far away from it. Now Peters. More to Peters. England at the moment now beginning to play with growing confidence. It's a pretty good defence they're up against, except for this rather suspect goalkeeper. Number 2 is Cohen. Ten minutes from half-time, 1 goal each. This is Bobby Charlton. You see, Tarkowski hates those balls. This is Haller, wanting someone to run into space on the West German side. Nobody has done. Now this is Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer to Holt. There's Emmerich, who just moved into the middle. Styles, a brilliant tackle. Good ball. And England are rather lucky to get away with only a corner against them. The England defence really ruffled and ragged then. Corner going to be taken by Holt. Overat! Oh, a fine save, Emmerich! Well done, Gordon Banks, the hero of England. Bobby Charlton. Wilson. You see Charlton, number 9 in the dark shirt. Look for Beckenbauer. There's Beckenbauer shadowing him everywhere. Beckenbauer is number 4 in the white. And Hunt pushing, elbowing, free kick to West Germany. And the score is 1 goal each. Man on the ball, Uwe Seeler. Here's number 4, Beckenbauer. Number 8, Haller. Overath, and here's Beckenbauer. It's Siles there. Emmerich and Moore coming across. There was nobody between Emmerich and the England goal if Bobby Moore had fluffed that tackle. Number 7 ball. Cohen on his right. Here's Cohen. George Cohen. Here's Charlton. Wilson. Up goes Weber again, and he's misjudged it, and Hunt. A chance for Hunt then. Is Roger Hunt. Score of 3 goals so far in the competition. Now, Seeler. Peters. Here comes Bobby Charlton. Can he get it to his right foot? Oh, beautiful ball to Peters. And once again, Weber, the saviour of Germany. Number 10 is Helt. Now to Seeler. Emmerich in the middle. This is the German captain. Was dipping under the bar. Another good save by Banks. Uwe Seeler. Back to Haller. There's Haller. Helmut Haller. International, first when he was 18 years of age. And Schultz behind Weber. And ball. Looking angry with himself for giving away another free kick. Ball fouling Schnellinger. Free kick going to be taken by Helt. England coming back now with 10 men between the free kick and the goal. So up comes the right back then, Hüttges. You had to shoot a lot better than that to beat a goalkeeper of Banks's class. Now we enter the time added on for injury. Bobby Charlton. This is Wilson. Now Moore. Sure, Hurst didn't mean that. That's a good ball from Moore to ball. Referee looking at his watch. Jack Charlton. The coolness of Hüttges getting it up to Seeler. Emmerich. And there goes the whistle for half-time. The score, 1 goal each. Haller scored for West Germany after 12 minutes. Hurst, there's Haller, the scorer for West Germany after 12 minutes after a mistake by Wilson. And 6 minutes later, number 10 in the dark shirt, there he is, Geoff Hurst. The neat flick, as neat as the one he got last Saturday, equalised for England from a quick free kick, taken by Bobby Moore. Torrential rain as England start the second half. May I just remind you that if the scores are level after 90 minutes, there is half an hour's extra time. They're still level, a replay here Tuesday night. Ball, there's Bobby Charlton. Can he get that right foot shot in? Play on. Goal kick. Buzz of excitement every time the ball goes anywhere near that right foot of Bobby Charlton. Schnellinger with the throw. Well, they won't care about the rain if their team wins. This is Ball. Good one to Cohen. Styles now to Bobby Charlton. To Peters. You can see how this pitch is cutting up now. That was hands by Charlton. Hands by Jack Charlton. Didn't altogether agree with the decision, but still, it's a free kick to West Germany. Now, Beckenbauer. And more. Peters. Hunt moves forward, followed by Weber. Did you see Peters then figures behind his back to send Charlton? There's a decoy. That shows you how wet this turf is, how treacherous it is. Styles, number 7 is Ball. Good rubber ball to Styles. Jack Charlton. Real zinging start to the second half by England. That'll do for a free kick. Alan Ball. Cohen to take the free kick. Goalkeeper good 4 yards out of his goal. Number 21. Hunt. There's Jack Charlton. Now this is Helt. Zähler. Haller. Offside, he's offside. That was a good break by the Germans. Shows you how dangerous they can be. Wilson. Overart gets through a lot of hard work in midfield, this fellow. Ooh, Sailor, I wonder what he's saying to himself. Finally replacing a divot. This is Hurst. Styles. Ball and Cohen coming up in support. Peters. Martin Peters, I think, will be in the England team for a long time to come. Really getting behind England. This is Sailor. Good ball to Helt. Corner kick. The Germans not rushing this because they know that Wembley is a very tiring pitch in the last 15 or 20 minutes. They're conserving their energy very well. Helt with the corner for West Germany. Beckenbauer, he's got a tremendous shot. There's Beckenbauer. If he's allowed to come through, he's got a tremendous shot. Moore. Peters to Hurst. Never reliable Schultz. Haller. That was the chest, says the referee, Mr. Dietz, to Switzerland. This is Haller. Emmerich. Well, nobody had moved up. Beckenbauer. Down goes Zähler. Free kick to West Germany. The game at the moment seems to have got bogged down into a midfield stalemate, but maybe Beckenbauer will have a crack for this one. This is Overart. Play on. A little bit slow then, playing the offside game, I think. Clearance by Banks to Charlton. This is Cohen.
I think one of the reasons why they're slowing it down, of course, they have played a tremendous amount of football in this 3 weeks, and the tension, of course, has sucked a lot of their energy as well as the physical side.
Cohen. That's Hurst again. Moore. Hurst to Peters. Wilson using his arms to push Zähler. Free kick to West Germany. Number 8 is Haller. Notice how Held didn't go in then. He knew the extra height of the England defenders would get the ball, but he waited for a bad clearance. Number 8, Haller. This is Emmerich. Beckenbauer to Haller. 20 minutes gone, 1 goal each. Because Beckenbauer might have moved then to make things easier for Haller. This is Held. Oh, he's quite a player, this boy, and he gets another corner. Was Held, you remember, who did more than anybody else to beat West Ham United and Liverpool in the Cup Winners' Cup, or when he was playing for Borussia Dortmund. Here's the corner. Beckenbauer. Bobby Charlton. Schultz. Put Overath in trouble then. Far away Overath. On Hunt. Plenty of opportunities for that ball to be cleared, and now that could well have been a replica of England's goal, but except that Jackie Charlton was the man who moved in for it. Jack Charlton. Notice how deep Haller has come. Overath. Beckenbauer. Brad Cullen now up to ball. This is Peters, number 16. Always around to pick up those loose balls. Zähler. Styles and Wilson coming up on the left. There's Wilson, number 3. Looks suspiciously then as if Hunt was nudged just as he was going to take off. Jackie Charlton. Haller. And Styles is getting told about that one. Peacemaker, Alan Ball. Well, Haller is the man that everyone has christened the great actor of this competition. Somebody once said he played for Bologna and was educated at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. Because he plays in Italy, where you've got to pull these tricks. Now here's Hutgaze. Leaving it for the skipper, Zähler. German defence is having man-for-man marking against Hunt and Hurst. Hutge's number 2 is the man following Hurst everywhere. We're 20 minutes from the end of normal time, 1 goal each. And extra time, of course, if the scores are level. Here's Haller. Here's how he's worried by Ball into a hurried one and a bad pass. This is Ball, and here's Moore coming up outside him. Hurst, Charlton. Play on, says the referee, and Beckenbauer and the goalkeeper are hurt. Oh, Beckenbauer, the goalkeeper was quickly up when he found that things were all right.
Well, I would have thought that would have been at least an indirect free kick, and we would have had all the West German side standing in the upright, of course, because that's the only time you are allowed within 10 yards of the ball. But I would have thought that was obstruction there against Charlton.
Schnellinger. A corner. Number 10 is Helt. The Germans are strolling up, only 2 of them in the England penalty area. Corner kick, and there's the blonde Schnellinger right on the edge of the penalty area. Overruns. Beckenbauer, rather. There he is.
It's significant that the West German side do use the quick long ball when they can get away with it, and they've caught the defence, England's defence anyway, napping once or twice in the last 10 minutes.
Number 9, Charlton to Hurst. Hunt. Corner. Alan Ball. Certainly becoming a test of stamina now. Charlton with the corner. Helt. This is Haller. Emmerich, who's had a wretched World Cup. There he is. This is Helt. Beckenbauer. Emmerich has got to get it to his left foot. He's very much a left-footed player. Oh, Bobby Charlton. Great yawning gap down the middle. Hunt. Here comes Ball. Corner kick. I remember the day before the competition began, Billy Wright saying that the last 20 minutes would be in England's favour on this pitch. The crowd seemed to sense it. Ball with the corner. Hurst. And a chance at goal! Peters!
And that undoubtedly was a well-taken goal by Peters. He could have blasted that over the top, but he stabbed at it, kept his knee over the ball. And England 2-1 in the lead now, deservedly so, because they've been piling on the pressure. And what I am convinced is that Bobby Moore will drive them on now. For the last 12 minutes of this game, he's really going to drive them now.
There's Martin Peters, the man who's scored the goal which could well win the World Cup for England. And once again, I noticed Gordon Banks ran the length of the field to join in the congratulations. Now Schnellinger. The Germans showing Obvious signs of tiredness now. Really got to fight for the last ounce of breath. And there's a free kick to England for offside. Number 10, Hurst. This has been a great match for West Ham. More to Hurst for the first goal. Peters gets the second. There's Peters. Now Ball. That a real chopper by Hutges. On Ball. This is a free kick in a nasty position. Is Peters going to take it with one of those curly ones? No. Ball. And Jack Charlton moving in. Styles. Offside. Well, the crowd willing to cheer anything. All smiles in the royal box. Now. And here comes Peters, and England really on top now. Through to Charlton, number 9. Bobby Charlton hasn't got one on target yet. Minutes left. Well, can England now hold on to this 2-1 lead? Number 6, Weber. Germans tired, leg weary. Significant now that no one is coming back to challenge. Schultz to Hutges. Now Schultz. Here comes Stillinger. There's Moore telling him to calm down, don't be in too much of a hurry. It's in play. Ball. To Hurst. Up comes Charlton on Hurst's left. There's Geoff Hurst. Well, he missed the target, but nevertheless, the ball went onto the Greyhound track, and the England supporters then know that that gets a few precious seconds for England. Minutes to go. England lead 2-1. The first time the Germans have conceded 2 goals in a World Cup match. Well, the crowd didn't like that for the time wasting by England. And hear what the crowd want. We want 3, not passes back to the goalkeeper. Here comes Ball. Now Peters moving forward. Here comes Peters. Seven minutes left. 2-1 for England. The tension now becoming unbearable. A foul by Charlton on Emerick. Uwe Seeler, I think he's sensing now that his team has run out of steam. Running with nothing like the confidence that they were earlier in the match. Out of play throw to West Germany. The England team superbly fit. Rule Britannia now being sung by the crowd. Held. This is Held, and it's a free kick. Styles fouled him. Free kick to West Germany. Is it going to be a shot by Emmerich or a floated one for Seeler to come in, try and head it? Number 6, Weber has gone up. Well, you can see the shot he's got. And that was Weber. You're telling them to calm down, and the referee going to have a word with Banks about wasting time. Five minutes then left for play. Free kick to West Germany, an indirect free kick for dangerous play. There's Bobby Moore going back to arrange the defence. England lead 2-1. Here comes Beckenbauer. That's going to be a corner. Crosses to St George's. Fantastic how many people have brought the St George's cross along instead of the Union Jack to wave. Moore. Peters. Ball over Hunt, and England have got the extra man. They've got Hurst, they've got Charlton up. Here comes Charlton. 4 minutes left. The clouds have parted, the sun now is streaming down on Wembley. Weber to Stellinger. Emmerich. Germans throwing everything in now. Stellinger and Weber are both coming up into the attack. Comes Hurst. He's got Hunt with him, he's got Ball with him. There's 3 minutes left, it doesn't really matter. Just gains a bit of time, even though the shot is wide. Beckenbauer. That looked like a push by Moore, yes, on Stellinger. Stellinger has gone up as a blatant attacker now. Weber, Stellinger now to Haller. Overat waiting for it as Ball went for it. So you see how near England are to victory. 2 minutes, that's all there is left. Bobby Charlton, Peters coming up on his right. This is Hunt. Charlton. Stellinger now going to come back as England go for the third. This is Overat. There's Held going down the left. Ooh, there was some terrible oohs and gasps. That was Overat. 13 years ago, the Hungarians came and showed that England were no longer masters of football. And in those 13 years, England has fashioned a team which is on the threshold of being the world champions. And it's a free kick to West Germany. 1 minute to go, just 60 seconds. Every Englishman coming back, every German going forward. Now, will the Germans snatch a dramatic equaliser and bring us to extra time? It's Emmerich coming in. And he's... Oh, yes, it must do! They have done! Weber has scored in the last seconds. What a dramatic end. We are now in injury time. And there goes the whistle for the end of 90 minutes, so you can see how near England were to the World Championship. But now they have another 30 minutes. Well, I suppose we could have bargained for extra time, but we never bargained for such a sensational ending. And even then, it took them 4 attempts to get it in. I thought at one moment they were going to miss it. There's Bobby Charlton, picture of a serious man. Off we go, 15 minutes each way. Styles has got stockings rolled down. There he is, right in the centre of the picture. Ball has got stockings rolled down. This is always a sign, cramp creeping into the consideration. In comes Haller. Number 8, Helmut Haller. Never has a World Cup final produced such a finish. First time they've ever had to play extra time in the final. And here comes Schnellinger. Zähler. Out to Ball. As they're going to have to pace themselves in this extra time. It's a beauty. That's the best shot Alan Ball's put in since he's been an England player. And it was a pretty good save by Tarkowski. Ball to take the corner. It's a free kick, I think. It's a free kick, a foul by Cohen on Emmerich. Russian linesman. And away goes Haller. And Schnellinger's in trouble. Schnellinger can hardly move. There's Schnellinger, but it's Beckenbauer with the ball. Held to Emmerich. Ooh, I bet that hurt Cohen. Schnellinger's in trouble with that left foot. Overat. Here comes Bobby Charlton. And Brother Jack breaking on the left. Hurst has been a bundle of mischief in every high ball that's come across. Ball. Jack Charlton. Peters. Bobby Charlton. Oh! Hit the post. And the goalkeeper's taken another one in the mouth. That was the ball that hit him that time. This is Helt. Emmerich. Now Wilson to Hunt. I don't think Tilkovsky had much chance with that one from Roger Hunt. And there's the German trainer just come behind the goal, I think, to see how Schnellinger is. Schnellinger seems to be all right now. There is the fair-haired fellow in the picture, number 3. Moore to Hurst. What a great end to a great competition this has been. Corner kick to England. Geoff Hurst hasn't let the side down. I think nobody has. Jackie Charlton beginning to lope up towards the penalty area. And the sun really shining now. Ball to Charlton. Up comes Wilson. Ball. 5 minutes of extra time gone. 2 goals each. And it's Saylor, and Held has gone in to the middle, and Emmerich, he's made it back for Emmerich. Better pass from Saylor, and the Germans could have been through for number 3. Held, fouling Styles. Free kick to England. Well, this has been a terribly grueling competition, and now culminating in a sensational final. Beautiful bit of football by Hutges. Overwart. There's Haller. Up comes Overwart. Overwart always seems to be around when he's needed. Schnellinger now to Beckenbauer. Beautiful football by Schnellinger. Overwart. This is Hunt. Away goes Hurst. And the sun has caused that cap to go on the head of the German goalkeeper, Tilkovsky. This is Saylor. Overwart. Here's the Germans taking this very easily. They don't want to run out of steam the last few minutes of extra time. Hunt to Moore. He's fellow Schultz is a great player. He's the man that Joe Mercer would have in his team along with Ratton. There's Weber, the German hero, the man who got their goal. Got their equalizing goal. 30 seconds from the end. Haller to Schnelliger, leaving it for Helt. Oh, Helt! And has knocked a soul there. Red shirt or white shirt. And there's Helt. Must be saying to himself, well, I do it all laid on a plate and there's no one there just to flick it in. That's show business. Bobby Charlton, 8 minutes of extra time gone. 2 each. Hunt. Bobby Charlton now with stockings rolled down. Well, I should imagine there are 1 or 2 people who are now saying, what did I do with that stub of my ticket? You know, I think I threw it away when I thought England were going to win. And anybody who's here today, if it's a replay, they can buy a replay ticket by presenting the stub of their ticket. After that, the tickets are on sale to the general public. Styles. Cohen. This is ball. Cohen. There's George Cohen. Overlapped a lot in this game, trying to come through to send over those high centres. Well, you see how long of extra time we've had. 2 goals each. Just 20 minutes of the game left. Here's Ball running himself daft. And now Hurst, can he do it? He has done, yes! Yes! No! No, the linesman says no. The linesman says no. It's a goal! It's a goal! Oh, and the Germans go mad at the referee. This line, at the linesman who can only speak Russian and Turkish. So, England are in the lead again, 3-2. Well, I thought for a moment the linesman had said no. He seemed to be shaking his head. Well, it's a great old day for West Ham United in England's colours. Now, Beckenbauer. One is Hunt. Here's Charlton. And here's 2-goal Geoff Hurst. To Peters. Three minutes to a welcome break, a welcome rest for these tired players. Beckenbauer. Schnelliger. And Wilson's on his feet. Beckenbauer. Trying over right. Here comes Haller. Now Helt. A great tackle by Peters. And Helt fouling Peters. Nobby Stiles know that saying. Look, when you get the ball, clear it. Now Bobby Charlton, and Alan Ball still running. He'll be running half an hour after the finish, I think, Alan Ball. Moore telling him to go into the middle. Here's Bobby Moore taking over. Schnellinger. Oh, and here's Emmerich. See the pattern of the England defence now. Held trying to go through the middle. It's a great save by Banks. And here comes Mr. Perpetual Motion again. Style. Handball by Schnellinger. 97,000 referees gave that decision. 1 minute to the break in half-time. Bobby Charlton. Well, that seemed to have been over the line for a goal kick. Still, nobody worried about such niceties. It's a good ball from Haller to Held. He's got Zähler in the middle. They're going to do it. They must do it in 30 seconds. Emmerich. For the first time we've seen a glimpse of Emmerich's shooting power. There's Emmerich. Cohen. Left the other 20. Two very tired men. But they've certainly given this crowd and 400 million television viewers a lot to talk about. And the whistle goes for the end of the first period of extra time. Hurst has now got 2 and Peters 1 for England. Haller and Weber for West Germany. Away we go. Here comes Held. Emmerich. Schnellinger now over out. This is Emmerich. Hurst the ball. Now to Hunt. Here comes ball. Goodness, he's run himself mad, this young fella. And Wilson. Beckenbauer. Ooh, got through. Emmerich was running on to that pass from Held. Now Beckenbauer. Some of the players now, how do they get strength to lift one leg after the other? Stirring performance by both teams. 21.
Hunt.
Bobby Charlton. Peters. Noticeable that Beckenbauer still hasn't got back. He's just walking slowly in midfield. Overraps there with the ball, playing almost like the Alan Ball of Germany. Running everywhere, tireless.
As once again with Hurst.
There's Geoff Hurst, still willing to have a go. And his ball having a go at Zähler. Offside. Number 10 is held. The man caught offside. It's no use turning around talking to that linesman. He can only speak Russian and Turkish. Hurst again to Hunt. Beckenbauer. Schultz is coming up down the right wing. Emmerich. Now more. And off goes ball. Run, run, run. This is ball. Emmerich to Beckenbauer. Now to Overath. Schnellinger now clapping his hands, telling the German side to settle down. Moore's been doing that all the match for England. Charlton. Hunt. Play on. This is ball. Up comes Peters. So you see, just 10 minutes left, and it's extra time. Remember, we're playing now. England lead 3-2. Emmerich has moved into the middle for Germany. This is held. Beckenbauer. It's Charlton. Cross now to Styles. The ball was over this side a second or two ago. There he is now, buzzing on the other. Up comes Styles. Roger Hunt now has taken the tapes from round his stockings. Rolled his stockings down, he's limping. Now Overath. Held. Haller who gives the free kick to England. Now Charlton. In moves Peters. Zeta. And now to Beckenbauer, to Emmerich. This is Held. Well, Held has worked so hard for Germany today.
The West Germans at this stage look a little bit stronger than the England players, but I think this is understandable because they've got to throw everything into attack in the last closing minutes of this extra time.
8 minutes left. England leads 3-2. Beckenbauer for West Germany. Held. Oh! He's handled it. Free kick to England. It was a nasty moment until one saw Mr. Dienst pointing the free kick. Crowd buzzing, arguing, wondering, are Germany going to pull it out of the bag again as they did in normal time? England supporters doing all they can to urge their men on. Zeta. Three against three, England have got Hunt, ball inside in, Hurst over the other side. Schultz. The field for offside, play on, says the linesman. 6 minutes left, it's Held with it. And it's a goal, it's a corner. It's Wilson, I think, who got another bang then. Ray Wilson on his feet. Corner to West Germany now. Beckenbauer. Down goes Stellinger. It's in play, and it's ball. Hurst to Charlton. Stellinger's on his feet now. Moore to Hunt, 21. That was buzzing, not very far away. 21, Roger Hunt. I thought the last 5 minutes of the semi-final were tense enough, but the last 5 minutes of this match, the extra time, going to be even more tense. England lead 3-2. Number 12, Overat. 3, 5, 7 Englishmen covering backs. Held. Goal kick to England then. Held wondering what on earth he's got to do to lay in a goal for his colleagues. 4 minutes now left for play, and the crowd biting fingernails down to the knuckles. Certainly the whole of England can be proud of England's footballers today. Emmerich to Stellinger. Zela. This is Weber. free kick by Moore. Now to Hunt. 3 minutes left. Peters, ball on the left wing. Charlton, his ball. Good a play by Overart. Saylor, Haller going down the middle. Saylor never saw him. It's Schnellinger now. Think of the energy Overart's got to waste to chase that one. Germany now got to pull England out. That's a headache for Moore in the morning. Overart to Schnellinger. This is held. Helt has played a great game for Germany, but that was Hunt coming back to challenge. Here's Helt taking the throw in. Haller. Ball on the left wing, here's ball. Peters up there with him, going on the left. One minute, 20 seconds left for play. Here's Schultz. Schnellinger is looking as if he can't move another inch. Goes Haller, there's Saylor. Back to Schultz. Sensible one from Cohen, and this should be the last gasp. 1 minute to go. Everyone's got to come up for this one for Germany. Haller. Hunt. Now then, Petke, the referee, looks at his watch. Any second now, it will all be over. 30 seconds by our watch, and the Germans are going down and they can hardly get up. It's all over, I think. No, it's... And here comes Hurst. He's got some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. It is now. It's 4. And Charlton. And the players bring themselves down. Hurst has got 3. One man has not come off the pitch. Alf Ramsey, the man who schemed all this, is still as calm and as cool as ever. He is still standing in the position he's held all the match. The reserves are on. There's George Easton, there's Jimmy Armfield, there's John Kennelly. This great moment in English sporting history as Bobby Moore goes up to get the World Cup. Alf Ramsey walking forward to shake his hand. There is Alf Ramsey, the first sign of emotion from this man who has organised this victory. Bobby Moore comes up to receive the Jules Rimet Trophy for England. Her Majesty the Queen. It's only 12 inches high. Solid gold, and it means England are the world champions. There's Sid Collins, a happy man, chairman of the International Committee. And here's the 3-goal star, Geoff Hurst. And Bobby Charlton weeping with emotion. Roger Hunt, Martin Peters, Jackie Charlton, Ray Wilson, Alan Ball, George Cohen, Nobby Stiles, and Gordon Banks. this great moment. And they want Alf Ramsey. And Alf Ramsey doesn't want to come. Bobby Moore is going over to get Alf Ramsey. England, the world champions. You ever seen nobody style so happy? That's Harold Shepherdson, the trainer. Bobby Charlton. And there's the Jules Rimet Trophy. What a day this is. A day none of us privileged to be here will ever forget. This is a great sight. And what a sight by the Players' Tunnel. I have never seen nobby styles like this before. What a great moment for English football.